when I was little kindergarten, they thought I had like ADHD and all that.
Got you, because you got all the energy.
Trying to put me on pills, and my dad like, nah, we got to figure it out. So somebody suggested to him, you got to get him involved in stuff. So they put me in sports, and it was like, that was the recipe.
Welcome back to the What's Your Motor podcast. It's been a minute for me, I'll be honestly. However, obviously we all about collaboration, and today this is my first time meeting my guest. I'm excited to meet him and talk to him, and he has his own podcast as well. I'll let him talk about that. But I want to welcome Mark Pace to the What's Your Motor podcast. How you doing, brother?
You, man. I'm good, man.
Hey, man, nice to meet you. This is legit the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how you feeling today?
Feeling good, bro.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
We got a little rain. Getting that time I heard we supposed to get some snow.
We do. You know what I'm saying? It's Wisconsin, so, we can't escape it. So,
Yeah. Go ahead and bring it on, right? So we can get through it and get over it, right?
Yeah.
Are you originally from here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, born and raised?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your upbringing like? Like, what area were you from? What was
so
your
I grew up
like?
I grew up off 33rd and Silver Spring off Thurston.
Okay.
So like northeast side of Milwaukee.
Okay.
So we've been over there since I was, out the hospital. So until like 25, that's when my parents moved from over there.
Okay.
But yeah, that was the childhood, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not too far from Berryland, Haven Woods, that area. So yeah, man, it was cool over there.
Okay. How many siblings you got?
So it's 3 of us, but I just was raised with my sister. I got an older sister who's 15 years older than me. That was from my dad's previous marriage.
Okay.
So she didn't live with us, but I still saw her here and there. But my middle sister, that's who I was linked with my whole life. So just us two for the most part.
So in the household, you was the older brother?
No, I was the youngest.
Your younger brother.
I was the baby actually. So I was the baby, but I was probably taller than my sister at like 10, 9, 10. So I'm like the little big brother. That's what she called me. So.
A little big brother.
Yeah, but that's still my OG. She'll still swing on me.
Were y'all close?
Yeah.
Y'all very close?
She looked out for me in the neighborhood. She was like, everybody knew me as Angela's little brother until I started hooping and really kind of getting a name for myself. I was Angela's little brother. For the most part, yeah. That's how Dorian knew me at first, man. Oh, that's Angela's little brother.
Shout out Dorian.
Yeah,
Shout out Dorian,
yeah.
man. Good dude. What schools did you go to?
So I went to Christ Memorial Lutheran School. It was a private school in the neighborhood.
Okay.
But I started off at Thurston Woods. Elementary school. It's a middle school now. So I was like right in the neighborhood too. So I pretty much just stayed in the neighborhood.
Just stayed in the neighborhood? So you went to Thurston Woods, then you went to, what was it called again?
Then Christ Memorial Lutheran.
Through 8th grade?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And then when did you start playing ball though?
So I've been playing ball like basically out the womb because my dad played.
Okay.
And in my neighborhood, we'll get into that later, but everybody played on the block. So, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't avoid it. But I didn't just hoop, bro. I did it all, bro. Baseball, football, did karate too. So I needed to be in a little bit of everything. You young boy with some energy, so we can't have this boy just sitting in the house. So they pretty much had me do everything.
I want to stay right there really quickly because I agree with you. I played baseball, soccer, and basketball. Why is it important for young kids to play a variety of sports as opposed to just one? What you think?
Because I feel like you can learn something different in each sport. Like football, you really gonna learn get knocked on and get up. Like you have to learn that, and that can translate into life, man. In terms of karate, because my grandfather had a school at St. Mark's A&E for years, bro. Ran a karate school there, so just discipline, bro. Paying attention to detail. If you do get into a real situation, you can defend yourself, but most likely just the discipline, bro. Same with baseball too, man. Like you can't just go up to the plate and you trying to.
It's a lot of patience too.
Yeah, man. So each sport you could take a little bit and translate it into real life. So that's why they had me. And I was young, bro. I can go into this, but when I was little kindergarten, they thought I had like ADHD and all that.
Got you. Because you had all the energy.
Trying to put me on pills, and my dad like, nah, we got to figure it out. So somebody suggested to him, you got to get him involved in stuff. So they put me in sports, and it was like, that was the recipe. So,
2 things. The fact that you just said that where they want to label you as ADHD. There's an author named Ruth Fleury. She's actually from New York. She reached out to me.
Yeah.
She wrote a book called Hyper Kids, So They Say.
Right.
And it's about like little boys having all this energy and people trying to diagnose them as being ADHD. So that's funny.
Yeah.
Secondly, confidence. When we're talking about karate, and you said discipline, like in football and things like that, do you feel as if at a young age you were able to build up confidence to, not only be physical but be, sure about yourself in terms of your own, performance because of those things, or did you just always have it, or was it like I had it and I cultivated it as I did those things?
I'm gonna give you the game, bro. With that,
especially for young people,
you get your confidence from failure, cause it make you fearless. Like in karate, I sparred with my grandfather, I sparred with my dad, bigger kids. They don't put me on the floor before. So you got to figure out and get up. If I could take that from them, ain't nobody my size gonna be able to do something with me. Same with football, you done took a big hit. If I could take that hit, it ain't too much you can do with me. So like mentally, that's how you start to form and like go about stuff. Man, I deal with this every day. This little thing over here not gonna knock me down. So
gotcha.
That's more so what it was for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I obviously, I'm getting to know you, but I'm also, my mind is also going another way as well. I have an 11-year-old.
Okay.
So he plays soccer, he plays basketball, but it's like, just want to make sure he stay confident.
Oh, for sure.
Continue to cultivate that. So I'm just trying to see some of the things that you've seen in karate, because I've thought about, karate and taekwondo and things like that. So. But I digress.
It'd be good for him to find the right school. It'd be good for him.
For sure. So, always been playing ball, always been into a lot of sports and things like that. You graduate from 8th grade, and where do you go?
So this the thing, bro. So since I went to a Lutheran school, the feeder school is Milwaukee Lutheran. So everybody from my middle school went there. But because, I grew up in the church, it was a cat from our church named London Dunlow who went to Dominican. Started Dominican back in like the late 90s. So I'm like, I'm going there. So that was the decision. I ended up choosing Dominican over Milwaukee Lutheran.
What was the Lutheran, if you can remember as a child, what was the Lutheran like school like?
Okay.
Because Mesmer was Catholic. We were a Catholic school, and I went to Corpus Christi in 8th grade, which was like a Catholic school. But do you see the difference between the Lutheran and Catholic schools?
In terms of doctrine, a little bit, but for the most part, because like I said, my school was in the city, so it really wasn't too much different from MPS. But it's pretty much the same.
Gotcha.
In terms of just like, but the discipline there, that's what kind of set it apart. Because there's certain stuff they're gonna tolerate in MPS that just wouldn't tolerate. And you already know what I'm talking about. So that was probably the biggest differences. But you going to school with the same kids. You went to an MPS. So it wasn't really that much of a difference.
Okay. So you go to Dominican. What did you get into right away there? Were you automatically playing basketball? Or did you continue to play the other sports as well? Or?
So my freshman year, I just wanted to focus on basketball. This is my first year here. But I had that itch for football too, man.
Did?
I didn't play my freshman year, and I regret that. Because I probably would have made varsity my freshman year. But I'm like, let me just focus on basketball, focus on this. But sophomore year, I'm like, I'm getting on the team. So I joined football sophomore year, played baseball sophomore year too.
Okay.
But then, I played football for 3 years and then basketball the whole time. And I just did baseball that 1 year, my sophomore year.
Did you, how tall were you when you were a freshman? Do you remember?
So I came in at Dominican around like 5'11", 5'10".
Okay.
And then I kind of like kept sprouting up, and by the time I left, I was on like 6'3".
Okay, so you had some height.
Yeah.
So cool. I ain't grew up until my junior year. I became 5'10", 5'11" my junior year. Yeah. So imagine me being this little boy.
Right.
So that's why I wanted to know. Like he was like, you playing football.
Yeah, I had a little size on me coming in. Yeah.
Okay. What was it like playing basketball in high school?
So it was how can I describe it? So Dominican, you know what I'm saying, they was a powerhouse for basketball. So you ain't gonna come in right away and just have your way. So I came in my freshman year, I made JV, which was a thing for me because we had a good JV program. But it was like relearning the game all over. I came in as a shooting guard. I got switched to the post. That was like a fight, but ended up getting used to that. And then just kind of worked my way up. We had good players there, Kwame Mitchell, Terrell Harris, J.D. Wise. And then the group before that, like Brandon Brown and JR, some of them would still come back and just like, be with the team. But it was about tradition. So, what I'm saying? We had a good coach. He was a woman of asshole. Like, so it was just one of them things, like you're going to come in, you're going to work hard, you're going to wait your turn. And over time, you're going to get your
one of those
things.
Got you.
It was cool.
And it's kind of different now, right?
Yeah.
Now you can.
Yeah.
They kind of like, the tradition is unconventional now.
Yeah, for sure.
Way, right?
And everything more open now, too. And like AAU was a thing back then, but I feel like it's even bigger now. And the effect of that, like, has kind of slid into high school, too. So,
what do you think about that? What do you think about the impact of AAU now on high school basketball and vice versa?
I would
and the
say
dynamics.
One of the biggest things is it's made coaches more relaxed, opposed to like, bro, if you go to a high school game now, you're going to see the coach looking like a player. You know what I'm saying? He got the warm-up suit on, you know what I'm saying, the joggers on. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think that's
for sure.
cool. But back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when we was in high school, suit, fresh suit, you know what I'm saying, hard bottoms on, and just he looked a certain way. And that spilled over to us. Like, this guy, disciplined. He wanted done a certain way. Now, I'm not saying coach is not like that now, but it's more so, that's big bro, opposed to that's dude. So, yeah. That's what I would say. From what I see, is the biggest, thing.
No, I agree with you. Sometimes, and sometimes you can blur lines, right?
Yeah,
where it's
sure,
like you got the coach and the players. Like, we're not peers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really like, I'm not trying to be this dictator.
Right.
I'm trying to show you it's a level to it, and it's kind of like you said I think back during that time, probably during your time too, is where we used to have to wear like to our away games.
Right.
We had to wear a tie and a collar shirt.
Same here, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a different landscape now, especially with, even with all this money going around.
Oh,
right?
for sure. Yeah, that's a whole different different
thing.
I'll tell you off camera, but I had a situation with that on my pod. But yeah, you ain't lying, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
So you go there all 4 years. How far did y'all ever go in, like, in the playoffs and things like that?
So my sophomore year, we was one game away from state. Lost to our rival, St. Catherine's.
St. Cat's. Okay.
My junior year, we made it to state. We beat St. Cat's to get to state. We was picked for the favorite. Got upset by my guy, Jimmy Whitehead at La Crosse Aquinas.
Okay.
And then senior year, lost to Racing St. Catherine's again. I think we was 2 games away from state.
Okay.
So each year we lost to the champion.
Got you.
Each year we lost to, the person who lost. So I guess you could be like, well, we got to put out by the champion. So
I get what you said.
Man, so yeah, that was pretty much it, yeah.
Do you miss it?
For sure. Some aspects of it. Like I said, my coach, Paul Wallerstein, he was tough, bro.
Yes.
So it's some stuff I don't miss.
For sure.
But it's some certain stuff like game days, bro. Just the feeling you get walking around, feeling you get coming into the gym, seeing the JV game play, and knowing that you, man, it's almost your turn, running out, bro, warm ups, you know what I'm saying? Especially because Mesmer got into our conference, so that was our rival, bro.
That's
when
crazy.
I played, it was Mesmer and St. Cat, so them was our 2 rivals. So every time we saw y'all, man, it was up. So just I missed that part of it for sure.
Man,
for sure.
We never got to, like, I was 01 to 05. We never got to play Dominican. We were in the.
That's crazy.
Was it Midwest Classic or the Woodland Conference? I can't remember. It was something like that. But we played like Racing Prairie, St. John's when Trevon Hughes was there. You know what I mean? Teams like that. But that's that's crazy. So Wallerstein he was at Greendale Martin Luther for a while.
He just retired.
Yep, he just retired. Okay, so hey, shout out Wallerstein.
Yeah, man, he did his thing, man.
Okay. So after high school, what did you end up doing? Where did you go?
So my freshman year, I played basketball at UW Platteville.
Okay.
So I picked them. They was the #1 ranked school my senior year. So it was like, I had some other like options, but that's a no-brainer to me.
For sure.
And we could afford it. I got a little money to go there.
Right.
But bro, the transition from high school to the college level is levels, bro. So like, I struggled when I first got there. And it was to the point where I ain't want to hoop no more. But I still loved the game, but I'm like, I don't know if I could just do it. But then my dad would encourage me, and I ended up transferring my sophomore year. Went to a school in Illinois for 2 years. That was cool. Ended up working my way into the starting lineup, and had success there. But ran into more problems there, and it was like, I'm really done with basketball now, man. I'm not trying to play no more. But my guy went to Concordia. My best friend played there. Convinced me to go to Concordia.
Okay.
So I ended up finishing my career at Concordia, bro. And I did pretty well
You
my
liked
senior
it?
year there. Yeah,
Okay,
man.
okay.
Got the love for the game back. Did pretty good individually, and then just as a team, we straight.
So as a young man, right, when you face with, like you said, like some challenges or
Yeah.
things like that, like do you remember the thoughts that you had in your head
Yeah.
during that time? And I know you said you had your pops. So
Yeah.
your pops was able to like kind
Yeah.
of like coach you through a lot of those
Yeah,
things.
for sure. Like Platteville was rough. I ain't even gonna lie in terms of like my mental, bro. Cause my senior year at Dominican, I was straight. Like I was pretty good, and I'm thinking I'm gonna carry that over into college. But like it's a lot of dudes. Everybody could play, bro. And guys are older than you, so they
So
got
pecking order.
they right. So just going through all of that again was rough, and I just feel hopeless. So like a lot of conversations with my dad, and I liked my team.
No, for sure.
So being with them, like, that helped. You know, I have friends back in Milwaukee, just talking to them, like, that helped. So that gave me encouragement to get through it. Then when I got to Benedictine, which is in Illinois,
Okay.
it was kind of that thing my sophomore year, but, like, the environment was better. But then junior year, when you start and you finally, what you want here, dealing with that pressure to perform, bro, that's a whole nother animal, bro. Like, just the nerves and all of that. So that had, I had to have discussions with people too
Right.
about that. Like, dang, man, I hope my shot go this game, man. I hope defensively I'm gonna be
Right.
good. All that stuff, because people depending on you in terms of the team. So that was a thing. And when I got to Concordia, man, I felt like it was just like breathing, bro.
There you
I've
go.
been through 3 years of stuff. I know how to play the game. I'm familiar with the competition. My best friend, I had two of my best friends here. Lived with both of them, so it was just everything lined up. So it was cool.
The prior experience really helped you settle into that last year, though.
Yeah, I was a made man my senior year. My coach didn't really have to tell me a lot of stuff. He was familiar with my game. It was an open system. We didn't really have too many sets, basically just an open motion.
Okay.
Just hoop.
Just hoop.
Just hoop for the most part. So we was nice at every position. We had size, had shooting. We just, we had it all. So it was a good situation.
And before we move forward, what was Platteville and Benedictine like? And when you mentioned Benedictine, I think my young guy, Kewan Glossom, I think he ended up going to Benedictine too, if I'm not mistaken. But was it different from the city?
So Platteville for
Platteville?
sure.
Okay.
Platteville for sure. But Benedictine was more similar to Dominican.
Got you.
So Platteville is in like a farming town. So it's probably like an hour west of Madison.
Got you.
And like it was some good people there. It's some of us up there, but like it's different, bro. And I'm 18 at the time. And I'm young.
That's what I'm wondering.
And I'm by myself too
Yeah.
for the most part. So like it was an adjustment, but like it helped me out, man. Like, in terms of just managing time, bro. Like a big thing was the preseason conditioning, bro. Weights and all that. That was probably just that alone, hurting how to deal and recover and all that. So like learning that there for sure. Okay. I got that.
Got you. And throughout college, what did you have any type of idea what you want to do academically or professionally?
Yeah, so I went into college, I wanted to be a dentist.
Okay.
So I was a biology major, bro.
Gotcha.
You take them classes, bro, and all that science, bro. That part I just wasn't into. I ain't even gonna jack it down. That wasn't for me.
I feel you.
Cause I like, dentistry in that part, but just the biology stuff just didn't do it for me. So I took a business elective, and I'm like, it's all right. Like, I'm stimulated
Right,
here.
right.
I feel like I could be creative here. I'm learning. So I changed my major to marketing.
Okay.
So that when I made that change, I felt more like, okay, this me.
Gotcha.
Opposed to just in the science classes. I ain't knocking it. It just wasn't.
It just wasn't it.
It wasn't for me, man.
No, I listen. One reason why I agree with you is because when I went to UWM, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a doctor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm doing anatomy and all that. I get to chemistry. I'm like, yeah,
Right.
this wasn't it. That wasn't it. Them science, that part wasn't it.
Yeah.
That and physics, I was just like, that wasn't it. So,
Right.
So you end up doing like the marketing and things like that. What did you do after you graduated or finished school?
So this the thing. So, bro, I was a good Division III player. I'm not gonna be jacking it down and saying I was trying to put my name for the draft and nothing like that. But on our, cause when the season ends, you got like last meetings. So after we had that final meeting, my coach came up to me and gave me this letter. I'm like, okay, cool. I opened it up. It was an invite to a pro camp, an exposure camp. So I did that. Got back to training and stuff. Broke my foot there. So I'm like, Lord have mercy, I'm probably done with trying to go
at the camp.
At the camp, bro. I played okay there, but the last day I broke my foot. So I'm like, dog. But I had one more invite. I had that invite and I had another invite. So I'm gonna heal up for a year. I'm gonna go to the other one. And I played straight at the other one, but I just didn't get signed.
Gotcha.
So after that, I kind of like, okay, I'm 22. I had a good run with basketball, but now it's time to like really like figure it out, man.
Gotcha.
So that's what happened after college.
Okay. Okay. So after you go through you get those 2 invites and things like that. What's next?
So this the thing, bro. So I graduated and I did the 1 invite. So to pay for that invite, I had to get a job. So I was putting my resume everywhere, bro. Like, let me see if I can break into the promotions game, advertising.
For marketing.
That's my degree. So I'll put my resume everywhere, bro. And then I got a call back for a representative. It was called, what was the position? It was called a route sales representative.
Okay.
So I'm like, cool, I'll probably break into sales. So when I got to the building, I'm professional. I got a shirt and tie on, slacks on, hard bottoms on. And the guy looked at me. He like, hey, bro, this ain't what you think. It's a trucking company. You're going to be delivering uniforms and mats. I'm like, for real? He's like, but it pays such and such.
Right.
I'm broke at the time, bro. I just graduated. I'm living in Cedarburg at the time with 3 other people.
Gotcha.
But, like, I need to figure out a play. And I'm trying to go to this camp. So I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try.
Right.
So that was my, like, introduction to trucking. It was totally, like, I didn't try to.
Happenstance.
But I needed some money, and I'm like, they paying me, so I'm going to give it a try.
Right.
That's how I got my feet into trucking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just by that. So you came suited and booted, ready for
Man,
it. And he like, this ain't that.
And he was like, no, just plain as day. Like, didn't sugarcoat it. Like, I respect him for it. So I'm like, okay.
So how long did you stay there? Just for
5 months.
For the time being.
The camp cost $400. So I made that like, for the first month. But the company was just, I ain't gonna disrespect the company, but it wasn't for me.
It wasn't for you.
But it got my feet wet into trucking. So that's when I took the money, paid for the camp, did the camp, and after that, the camp didn't go how I wanted. So that's when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just stick with this.
Okay.
So I stopped doing that company and I got hired on another company. I was filling vending machines.
Okay.
Out of the same like box truck. And when I was on that, I was on my route, I ran into a semi-truck driver. And he was like, hey man, you here early. Like me, you might as well think about driving semi. I'm like, nah, bro, that ain't it. And just from a safety standpoint. But he like, hey man, you can make this much doing it. That's double what I'm making at the time. And I'm 23 at the time. And I got my own apartment. I'm making decent money from the vending situation. But this a whole nother level, bro. So I'm like, who do I call? Like,
where do I sign
ASAP.
up?
So he gave me the number to his manager, and I called the manager, set up a meeting that next week, got hired on, bro. Like, it was like that quick.
That quick.
Just because I was in a certain position at a certain time.
But when you did that, when you go from the one position to like the semis, you have to go through like an apprenticeship.
Yeah, this is the crazy part. And like, people missed out, bro. So now to get your Class A CDL, you got to go to school or you got to be with an accredited trainer.
Yep.
When I was coming up, you didn't have to do that. They could train you on the job.
On the job.
So that was what like got me. I didn't have my CDL at the time, so they trained me. They gave me all the training for free. I just had to pay for the test.
That's great.
Yeah, bro. It was like, I probably saved like at least $5,000 to $7,000.
No, for sure.
Yeah. For
sure, because I work at, I'm a higher ed administrator in Milwaukee Area Technical College.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the teachers and instructors, they come to teach that, but a lot of times they have to have that apprenticeship in order to teach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what's the other one? Is it JMATC? I think they do it there too as well. So you got to do it for free.
Yeah, I got plugged, and I was trying to like tell people at the time, like, bro, I just got my CDL for free. Like, take advantage, you know what I'm saying? But when the DOT stopped that, I'm like, y'all just
missed
y'all just missed out for real. For cats couldn't stop smoking, or it was just little stuff. I'm like, bro, you just missed out on it. You could still get your CDL, but it was for the free.
Wow.
You pay $150 for the test, and then you make that $150 back in a day.
Easily.
Yeah, so it was smooth, man.
So that's how you end up transitioning into that, just doing the CDLs, and you've been doing that ever since?
Yeah.
And you love it?
I ain't gonna say I'll say this. Okay. I love driving a truck, bro. I love my job keep me in shape.
Okay.
Like I still weigh the same I did when I played.
Okay.
Just because how physical my job is. There's certain aspects I don't love. In terms of you got to get up early, bro. Like normally I get up at 3:30 every morning.
Every morning.
Sometimes 2. But that's part of the job, bro. Cause like you gotta
get your route.
Yeah, you gotta beat traffic. And my route is in Madison, so you want to have. So I deliver food, so you want to have restaurants have a product before they open, and you know what I'm saying, before stuff get busy. So that's why that's why you start so early. But if you can get over that aspect, you straight.
Okay. See, that's crazy getting up that early.
Yeah, it's right.
I mean, I got up today at 5:30 to go hoop, but it's like,
it still be like, man.
Have you ever considered like doing it on your own?
So this the thing, bro.
Because I know obviously it's been an influx, right?
In a perfect world, yes, but it's a lot to that, bro.
Okay.
When you your own entity, everything on you. The maintenance of the truck on you, insurance on you, finding consistent work on you. And if you can't do that, and you pay, let's say you make a down payment on a truck, 10 G's on a truck, and you ain't got the work to pay for that truck, you out of business before you even started. So with me, you know what I'm saying, financially, I'm okay, but it gotta make sense. Like I would go head over heels, and if I had a consistent work, lined up, then I would do it. It makes sense on the business level. But right now, it's kind of, from what I've seen, I ain't gonna say it's dry.
No,
but
for sure.
I just haven't found anything that makes sense to do that.
And no disrespect, but I think it's been like overly saturated.
Yeah.
Kinda. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking anybody that does it on their own,
sure.
but just looking at that, I know one of my buddies that has one. I think he's doing all right or whatever. I think he ended up buying like a little Sprinter van, so shout out to him. But I always was like, I used to talk to him about that and wonder about that. So when you were saying that, I'm like, dang, did he ever step out and do it on his own? You know what I mean? And it's funny because I actually seen one of your shorts. And on one of your shorts, listen, I'm not a manual labor guy at all. You know what I mean? So I seen you, you were on, what is it called? So you had like a pallet on there and you were trying to lift it up.
My lift gate,
Yeah, lift gate wasn't working.
Yeah, I got delayed 3 hours for that.
3 hours?
Yeah, because I had to send somebody to fix it. So I had the pallet jack on the lift gate extended. You can't drive like that, bro. And the truck was fine, but just the trailer was even fine, but the lift gate was broke. So when you got an issue like that, you got to call and wait for maintenance, and that could take forever.
So you have to wait for them to come out.
Yeah, and fix it.
And then they have to fix it before you can.
And my next stop was 5 minutes away.
Stop.
Yeah, bro. That's life, man. That's the life.
What?
Yeah, you getting paid for waiting.
No, for sure.
That's why I was able to take off today, because I worked 15 yesterday.
Got you.
So I'm like, I ain't coming in.
Got you, because it's also that you can only drive a certain amount of hours, right?
So in a week, you got 70 hours you can work. In a day, you can declare one big day per week. One day is 16 hours. Yesterday, I declared a big day. But you get also, you can take days off. You get a certain amount you can take. And I never take off. But for today, I'm like, I work 15, I got delayed, and I already know my Tuesday. My Tuesday is a 3 a.m. start. So I'm like, I'm going to use one of them off days.
Yeah, you got to get you some rest,
I'm going to take one of them off days, man.
Yeah.
And like, one of the biggest like joys I have when I'm off, I get to take my kids to daycare. I don't get to do, that's not a thing for me.
That you get to do.
I get to pick them up, but I don't get to take them there. Watch them get ready and all that. My daughter, man, she a little diva. She pick out her outfit. I pick out my youngest daughter outfit and see them get dressed. Like, my wife got to send me pictures. So to see it in person, man, it's like, man, that's dope.
How important is that for you to be like a present father like that and be able to have and share those moments?
As you can attest, bro, kids watch everything. They mimic everything. And like, your opinion matters, especially with little girls, man. Like, I got 2 girls. So I might tell Skylar, my oldest, something, not even just thinking of it. The next day, she'll be doing what I said. So like, or I might tell her, like, give her a suggestion, like, baby, that look good on you. Next couple days, she got something that looked like that on. So just that, and just sometimes you might swear, something slip out. You catch your kid doing that. So it's like both ways, like, just knowing that your kids is watching.
For sure.
Like, you don't like, man, I ain't nobody important. I'm just a regular dude. But to them, you a superhero.
Right.
At the end of the day. So just being conscious of that and, you know what I'm saying, not taking that for granted.
No, for sure. And like you said, kids mimic what they see and repeat what they hear for sure. And especially for the person that they look to be a superhero.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you for putting me up on game because I have a stepson and I have a stepdaughter. And then I have Lil Walt.
Yeah.
And then I have Renly. And so now it's me seeing a little one.
Yeah.
So you telling me that now.
Yeah.
I didn't put that in my back
they
pocket.
watch
You know what I mean? Those little girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's, I think, you know, I appreciate you for that, man. And, you know, just even being like a husband, you know, how important is that to be able to spend time with your wife and just your family in general. I know I seen you shooting. You go to what, Elite?
Yeah.
I seen you shooting and you were talking. We're going to talk about that too when we get to the pod stuff.
Yeah.
That was some great, you said something on there and I was like, man, I feel him so much. But how important is that? I think you said I went out to eat for pizza and stuff. Like, how important are those times for you as a husband to be able to kick it with your wife, kick it with your family, you know?
I'm going to say this, bro. Your wife is the foundation of y'all family, bro. Like, that's what you and her, that's what started the family. Like, the love and the relationship you had with her is what got all of this going. So that can't be forgotten about. I know it's easy because you got, you know, this, you got to go to this, you got to do this with the kids to give all your energy with the kids. Then forget your spouse. And now they might be feeling some type of way. They might not tell you because they understand, but definitely just trying to cater to her and make sure she's straight, man. It's huge.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Do you think, this is just general, do you think someone could be a great father and, I'm not going to say bad, but a challenged husband? So, like, they could really be there, like you just said, we can do everything for the kids, but you kind of forget your spouse.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And that's happened with me.
Right.
Like, I feel like the key is to realize, like, dang, I ain't do that with her, or I ain't ask her how her day was. I make it one of my biggest, like, I had a moment that really opened my eyes and was like, dang. So I was cutting one of my guys, and my wife had came downstairs, or she came in, and she like, you know, I'm home. And then, like, my guy was like, bro, you don't want to go kiss your wife? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm straight. I'll see her when I'm done. But then in the moment after I said that, I'm like, dang, like, you, like, bruh, you right. And then I told her what happened, and she was like, yeah, like, that do matter.
Embracing them when you come and go is essential.
Yeah, so I make sure I do that, like, when she come home and ask about her day. But that was like a light bulb moment, like, stuff like that could just be taken for granted.
Smallest things, right?
Yeah.
Just like in basketball, the details.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man, for sure.
Okay. No, I appreciate that because I've fallen into that before too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I think that comes with us just really trying to be like involved, taking care of this, taking care of that, but you forget, like, let me give her a hug.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? We need some time together. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
even on the joke tip, bro. Just joking. I be hitting my wife with some fire, bro. But that's needed, bro. It's all needed. Yeah.
No, especially for a marriage and things like that. How long y'all been married?
So 5 years. We've been together 8, but married 5.
Okay. Congratulations on that, man. Congratulations
that,
on that. I think, you know, I think a lot of people, I mean, social media says differently sometimes, but marriage is definitely, not to be cliche, but it is a beautiful thing, especially if y'all working together. You know, we hear the cliches about communication and all that, but at the end of the day, when you in it with that person, right? So, how did you get into cutting hair?
So that's crazy. It started at Benedictine. So
you giving out cuts?
So back in the day, it didn't even start like that. So back in the day, bro, I used to be like a waver, like heavy waver, man. I want my waves to be a certain way. Yeah, man. So I was watching this one cat on YouTube, and he was like, the key is you got to cut your own hair, because you know the length it should be at to maintain good waves. So I'm like, I'm going to start doing that. I went to Walgreens, bought some little, you know what I'm saying, little clippers, a little liner, just cutting my hair. And then one day, one of my guys seen me do that, and was like, bro, you cut hair? I'm like, yeah. lying like, but I'm like, yeah.
He coined you.
Yeah, so I'm like,
okay.
I charge you $5 for a haircut, and I really couldn't cut hair at the time. But like when he came and sat down, I'm like, this kind of feel, you know, let me figure this out. And I ain't gonna say I was good, but I saw potential there. So and this at the time I was hooping too, so I couldn't work. So that little $5, bro, $5 this day, $5 this day, $5 this day. By the end of the week, I got like $30, $40. I could go to the store and get some food. So that's how it started. And then I really started to like form a passion for it. So when I come home from, Illinois back to the city, I put the word out like, hey, like I cut hair now too. I'm only charging $5. You only charging $5? I'm gonna mess with you. So that's how I started to build a clientele. And then like my skill set started to grow.
Okay.
And then I started to like link with real barbers and just, you know what I'm saying, ask for advice. Like, how do you do this? And then YouTube, that's where I learned how to cut hair.
Ain't that crazy?
I watched YouTube. I learned what clippers to use, how to hold your clippers, you know what I'm saying, how to use the comb correctly, how to sanitize, all that. My skill set came from YouTube. So it started to grow. I started to have a bigger clientele. My equipment was like barbershop quality. So I just kept with it, bro.
What?
Like but again, like with trucking, it was by chance. The barber stuff started by chance. I wasn't trying to be no barber, bro. I was just trying to cut my own hair.
And is that a passion of yours now?
Yes.
And the reason why I asked you how did you get into that, it's crazy that you gave me that, is because I was listening to you. Who are you? You had another barber on there, I think, and you was naming all the different clippers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, a professional.
Yeah.
But you really kind of like self-edified yourself.
I learned
like,
on my own. That's why I say this. I don't even call myself a barber. I call myself somebody who know how to cut hair. Because being in a barbershop, they do it every day.
Okay.
Could I go in a barbershop now and like stand with other barbers? Probably so.
Okay.
Yeah. But I always give them cats a certain level of
Respecting the craft.
Because they do it every day, bro. It's been days on the weekends where I've cut hair for like 8-9 hours. Bro, you so tired after that. And you like, man, I don't know if this barber thing for me, bro. And the biggest thing, the cleanup, bro, that'd be the toughest thing. You do one haircut. All right, let me sit and chill. Somebody else coming in, you got to hurry up and clean up. Let me do another haircut. Make sure everything's sanitized.
Right.
It's a grind, bro. And to do that 6 days a week, I ain't going to say I couldn't do it, but I'm cool with the trucking thing.
Is that why haircuts done went up?
Yeah.
Because the haircuts done went up.
It's that. It's that. It's the product stuff people are using today, and it's just the market. If you got one barber who charge $100 and somebody paying it, that next barber gonna be like, okay, if he gonna paying for $100, I could charge $60, and people gonna come to me, and it's a snowball effect. It's inflation, basically. At the end of the day.
And I'm sure you know more. So I know you said you don't want to say barber, you want to say a person that cut hair.
Yeah.
But I still think that's still part of the culture.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing different things now.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking. I'm glad
we
you
get
here.
into it. Yeah.
So like you got back in the day they didn't use gloves.
Yeah.
Some people are using gloves now, right? They didn't use the little light.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The sprays.
We get into
this is what I'm saying, MP.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like. Do you know how that came about? Like, how did all this stuff evolve?
So this the crazy thing. With the gloves, you ain't really see it back in the day, but if you can cut with gloves, I would advocate for that. Just because hair in your hands.
Right, for sure.
Just dealing with
sanitary, right?
Yeah, so that's a plus. Enhancements always been around. It just wasn't that big of a thing. But I would say what blew enhancements up was YouTube. Barbers doing it on YouTube, and like a lot of people
making it look good.
A lot of barbers watch YouTube now for inspiration. You know what I'm saying? To see what's popping out there. So when one person get it, it's a snowball effect. And with the enhancements, I don't charge extra for it. It's complimentary, but you can charge that extra $15. You want enhancements? And another,
in terms of like you're spraying your lines and all that.
Yeah, like you can make more money off of it. So it's been barbers who like a big barber on YouTube name is Beam. Beam, I say, that's who blew up enhancements. It was always around, but that's like what he known for. So once he came on the scene and became as big as he is, every barber, okay, I gotta have that in my repertoire. Now some barbers, like I had a G from G's Clippers, he a OG, he don't do that. But I feel like you gotta kind of have it. It's another skill set. You gotta have it in your bag, cause these young kids now, that's what they want.
And P, I know barbers that, and shout out to all of them, all barbers, all people that cut hair as well, cause it's definitely a craft. It's definitely an art. Like, trust me. But it's something that give you what they call it, the men's grooming special or something, where they like a facial, they wash your hair, they put the hot towel, everything like. That's crazy.
Whole another skill set, bro. And I would say for that,
Is that a form of pampering for men?
yeah, because men need it, bro. We work hard, especially, what I do, what I'm saying, what you do. We need that.
No, for sure.
We need that. So I would never knock anybody who does that. And like I said, it's another skill set. It's another skill set that you can charge for, that people will pay for. So yeah, man, salute to the barbers who do that. I don't necessarily do. I'll do the hot towel, but I don't really do facial.
Got you.
So, but like maybe in the future I might, get with that because you could charge what you charge for that.
No,
People pay for it.
For sure. And also I want to ask from your point of view.
Yeah.
When you are cutting hair, are those conversations still therapeutic as if you were in the barbershop?
Yeah, for sure. And I would say with mine, the way my setup is set up, it's even more intimate.
Okay.
Because I don't have like a house of people waiting. I used to have that, but I kind of like had to stop all that. So when you come get a haircut from me, it's probably just you and me. You might have like a kid with you, but it's just you and me. So you can really get deep. Like my one guy, Josh, I'm shouting him out, man. Sometimes I just be wanting to watch the game and cut his hair, but he might hit me with stuff where I'm like, dang, bro, I didn't even know you was gonna say all that, man. And you get deep, and then
right.
It's therapeutic. So I'm gonna listen, and I'm gonna, give my support and give my little, impact when I can. But like, you realize people need that, and it's more than a haircut. Because you can get your haircut anywhere, but if somebody your guy and they got a certain level of trust with you, like it's more than a haircut.
And the reason why I asked that,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you probably feel where I'm going, but is that how Cut Talk came about?
So yeah, kind of, sort of. So
the Cut Talk podcast.
When I used to cut on Saturdays, I work Saturdays now, but when I used to cut on Saturdays, it'd be cracking in my basement, bro. 5, 6 people just coming in and out of the basement. So I had a certain group of guys in that day, like just a lot of people in the basement. And it was cracking, bro. We talking about hoops. Pretty much everybody the same age.
Got you.
Everybody got kids.
Got you.
My OG Mac was there. He a little older. But he was down there like screaming and yelling right with the rest of us. So I'm like, hey, this could be something. And you know how big podcasts are now. So my plan was I'm going to invite these guys back for a practice run. I ain't going to tell them nothing. I'm going to just see if we can recreate what we had that last Saturday.
Authentically.
But then when we did the second run, it was cracking again. I'm like, even more this time.
Gotcha.
I had to change up my setup and go into the bigger space just to fit everybody so we could all be in a circle.
Got you.
But it was electric, bro. Like, I had a real shop environment in my basement. So after that time, I'm like, man, I want to do a podcast. Because my guy Dre, like, suggested it. But I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
But then when I seen the effects of that second time, I'm like, yeah. So I came up with the name, and then we just got to rolling, bro. So it was organic, bro. It wasn't like I need 5 guys so I can make a podcast.
Right.
That was never the thought process. It just kind of
organically
just
came
happened.
out.
Yeah.
Man, and what year did you start?
So that was like 2.5 years ago. So probably 23.
23.
Yeah, 23. Yeah.
So 2023 is when you started it. And what did you start with? Do you remember like your first equipment?
Cell phone, bro. Cell phone and the iPad, bro. No microphones, no nothing, dog. And this was crazy because I love my fam, and if I can throw some money to my fam, I will. I had my niece like record us. She in high school and the attention spans ain't that long. So like halfway through the pod, when I'm thinking she recording, she just sitting down with the phone on the floor. I'm like, oh no, man. So I looked into like stands, like so I ain't gotta ever do that.
Tripods and stuff.
She was on the ground just with the phone over there, just like, I'm like, oh no. So I'm like, we got something good here, but like production matter. Like audio, visuals, that matters. And like I'm making money from trucking and I'm making money from barbering. So I'm gonna take some of this barber money and put it in and invest it into like the product.
Absolutely.
Because it feel like you can have some dope convos, but if it look bad, people not really gonna jam with it. So I'm like, I need to put some money into this.
No, for sure.
So that's what I did, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
So that was in 2023, and you started out that way, and then I've been seeing you just been keep going with different people. I even see you just traveled. Where did you just go recently?
You went up
to Manitowoc, right? And you did it in the gym.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that you're traveling and doing that. So when did you figure out that you was like, you know what, I'm gonna start getting just individual people and going to different spaces to do it, or did you just?
So unfortunately, man, the group broke up.
Okay.
So my plan was, because I hooped back in the day, so the plan was to have the group thing and to have another channel where I just interview ball players and people and get their stories.
Gotcha.
So I wanted the two dynamics. But unfortunately, the group fell out. I ain't gonna get into why, but like we fell out. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go full blown with this, bro. I put a lot of money into like the production and the pie, and I can't just quit, bro. Like, I'm not about to just let all this stuff go to the waste.
Right.
So I just went head first into the individual thing, and I started to get traction.
Gotcha.
For that, and started to, kind of have some success with that. So now, that's what I'm on now, man. In the fantasy world, I wish I could have the group back and just some of those relationships back. But it is what it is with that, man. Love to them dudes, man, but I'm over here with it now. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
And you enjoying it.
Yeah, man. It's fun, bro. And like, so this is my plan. I played ball back in the day, bro. I love basketball.
Right.
But that's the majority of the content now in terms of like individual interviews. And I've been able to sprinkle in barbers too.
For sure.
But I want it to just be everything, because I'm not just one thing, bro. Like I want that to be known now. I'm not just I'm not just a basketball podcast, bro. Like that's not my thing. I love ball, and basketball will always be part of the channel.
For sure.
But I don't want it just to be solely that.
Just about basketball.
I don't want it to just be solely barbering. I don't want it to just be solely being a father, because I'm all those things. I'm a Christian too, so just solely religious, bro. I want all those things to mix. So right now, like the basketball stuff hidden, and I'm gonna continue to do that. I got some stuff in the works now.
For sure.
But eventually, I would love to get a politician in the basement. You know what I'm saying? And get a pastor like Pastor Ken from Evolve. That's the ultimate goal now. So try to make that work. But just so it's diverse, bro. I can cater to different groups, and you know what I'm saying, have different audiences. Because bro, on Facebook or on YouTube, you gotta make who is your audience. Who you talking to?
Them analytics and
all that, man. So I want to be able to grow who I'm talking to, and it's just that's who I am, bro. I'm not just one thing. So that's the ultimate goal of the pod.
And thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
thank you for sharing that, because I think some people get a lot of channels misconstrued when they think it's only one dimensional. It's like, no, I'm actually dynamic in my approach. And I remember you on a video. I think it was that same video where you were shooting around and you mentioned something like the content, the algorithm only picks up kind of like the negative content. So when, we're just going to say it just for say it. So when the Charlie Kirk thing happened, right?
Yeah.
As a podcaster, if we wanted to, we could have been like, hey, well, MP, hey, you want to pod together? Let's talk about Charlie Kirk and go crazy with it.
Let's eat.
Would it go through the algorithm? Absolutely. The views would be crazy, right? But when you really try to be a mainstay and be building through positivity and quality conversations, it's a little slower grind, right? You know what I'm saying? It's a lower grind.
You got to know that.
You know what I mean?
Be aware of that. Like,
what helps you to stay grounded in that?
Because that's like, at the end of the day, when you do a podcast, yes, you're trying to get listeners. Yes, you want to get monetized and you want to make money. But you should also be a fan of your work.
Yes.
And some of that stuff, like, I'm not a fan of. So, like, I don't talk about that when I'm not in front of a camera. Like, that's not my conversations.
Right.
So I can't just make content to make money, bro. And I'm not a fan of it. Or that's not truly who I am. And that's not how I move, bro.
Right.
I don't want to benefit off of dysfunction.
Absolutely.
And negativity. Like, I don't move like that. My wife will look at me crazy.
Right.
Like, my people will look at me crazy if they know who I am as a person. But I'm out here trying to be Charleston, right? No disrespect, but it is what it is.
Right.
Or be somebody salacious to try to make some money. And they know that's not who I am. So, like, you got to stay true to self. And, like, people who rock with you, they going to rock with you. You're going to slowly start to go up.
Right. Content creation is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think people realize how much goes into podcasting.
Oh,
I think some people think you just get a mic
and
we get up there talking. the production piece.
Yeah.
How big is that when you planning it out, like for your guests, like?
Man.
And how many times have you even changed your prep process, right?
Man,
They don't talk about it, right?
I need to have my wife down here. She can vouch, bro. It's times, no lie, I go in my basement and thinking I'm only going to go down there for 5 minutes just to look at something. I had to change my whole set, bro. done did this, done did that. She'll come up like, what was you doing? Yeah, oh, okay. But like, you gotta be like that, bro. It's trial and error, bro.
Yes.
Like, one of the biggest things for me, what kind of like started me to like grow was like the audio. Like for the longest, I could not figure out how to have consistent good audio in terms of like just wireless mics and stuff. So it was trial and error with that. Like anytime I had an extra $25, I'm going on Amazon.
I feel you.
Man, what mics actually are good.
I feel you.
Then I realized, bro, you got to put real money in the mics.
I feel you.
Them little $25 mics.
I feel you.
That's not going to cut it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when I bought good mics, that was a start. Then in terms of camera, so with me, bro, I wanted to be able to get different views. So it's an app out there you can buy called the Switcher app.
Yep.
So you can link different, like, and I got a bunch of like iPads, so you can link different iPads and you can have different views and different shots. I'm like, that's cool, but you got to pay for that. It's like a little fee, and I'm like, man, I'm not getting my money's worth for that.
Right, because right now, think about it, your podcast, we ain't getting no return.
No, so it's like that ain't it. So I looked at other brands. Okay, how can I have a camera that can have me have different angles?
Yep.
So I looked up this brand called Mevo.
Okay.
So
I heard of it.
So Mevo had the different angles. So I have in my setup, I have 3 cameras going.
Gotcha.
And then when I link it to my phone, the app is on my phone, and I can just hit, hit the different angles when I'm shooting. My goal is I wish I had somebody. I would appreciate that, bro, because I got to do that on my own. I wish I could have somebody who could like just be in the background, but the trust level again, bro, like, cause
I'm gonna shout you out.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what? I bought a switcher.
Yeah.
I have a switcher, but I'm so afraid to mess with it, to mess up any content.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know where you edit. I edit in CapCut.
So I've used CapCut before, but right now I just iMovie, bro.
See, I try to do iMovie.
Yeah.
But I leave it up to the wife, honestly.
Okay.
But do CapCut. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cold.
Yeah, I appreciate
Shout out
that,
MP
bro.
for the switcher, the thing, because I don't really know how to jam like that. But it's a lot of trial and error, right?
When we get off, so Logitech Mevo, them the cameras, bro. It's another set that just came out that I like. I might go ahead and drop a bag for that. But yeah, bro, like, you got a camera in front of you.
Yeah.
Camera in front of you.
Yeah.
And one like overview. And then I got a little stand set up where it's discreet, so people probably don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
But when you see me just doing this, I'm switching the angles,
we gonna
bro.
chop it up a lot more off of camera for sure, because I want to share some stuff with you, but I also got some questions.
Yeah.
But even going back to your podcasting though.
Yeah.
Did you have a resource to go to in terms of regards to like your setup, how to get started, or anything like that? Did you go through anything? Did you try to ask anybody?
So again, YouTube, bro. I would study YouTube, see people here and there. But in terms of an OG who doing it, no. You, Q-Bar, in my opinion, y'all the big dogs of the city. In terms of subscriptions and where y'all are, y'all got the most success. So I might look at y'all's, okay, what does Walter do? What do Q-Bar do? And what can I kind of take from that? So y'all, but other than that, bro, it ain't no like clash. I mean, it's our online clash, but it's no physical person in the city that I knew at least.
Right.
Who I could, like, I got a podcast, I'm working on this, I'm working on that.
No, I feel
with
you.
some tips. I don't know anybody who can give me game like that.
No, I feel you. And so that's why I asked you if you had anybody, because when I started out, I mean, I was going to the guitar store in Brookfield. Yeah. I was going to Arch Camera. Yeah. I was going all over the place trying to figure out. I'm on YouTube like you. Yeah. I'm buying stuff off of Amazon. Yeah. Let me get that green screen. Let me get. My wife like, what are you doing?
Right.
I done bought like I don't know how many cameras for no reason. Because you know, like when you do a podcast, you want the camera to record nonstop. And they used to be on the internet. They're like, yeah, it only records for 30 minutes, and then you got to reset it.
Memory card.
Right.
And all that. Yeah, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
So what is your vision for Cut Talk? Like.
So I would say the vision for what I was trying to do, I'm trying to do, like I said, bro, just have multiple audiences I could talk to.
Got you.
Have a Christian audience, have a basketball audience, have a barbering audience, a parent and a husband audience, and just show everyday real life. That's why if you go on my channel, bro, and you see some of my shorts, it's real life.
No, I seen
it. Just to show you, like, I go through real life stuff and I'm regular, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I might have crazy experiences at work. I might be.
Yeah, that was funny when you showed me that.
Yeah, bro. It's other stuff too, man. Like, I can still play ball. So, oh, dude, young, he got some game. Okay. Oh, he cut hair too. He nice. So he a regular dude, man. So I'm a regular, everyday dude. I got hobbies. I got passions, but I'm like the next man. So that's more so what I want people to buy in. Like, oh, the bro, he up the street, man. I know him. I got a guy just like him. So
down to earth.
Yeah, man.
Willing to collaborate.
Yeah, for sure.
And really feeling like the community too.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the biggest things. When I was checking out your pods, I'm like, oh yeah, he with the community. And,
Yeah.
Obviously, like I said, no brand or anything. He spoke very highly of you.
Yeah.
And then also, like, not to go back to the pod thing, but like, you uploading everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Tell the people how much that is to do. To upload a video, to upload the shorts, right?
Yeah.
You got to post on a regular. You remember, you got to be as consistent as possible.
Yeah.
I get into a point where I'd be like, I'm tired. I'm not doing that today.
Yeah, I think the motivation for that, fam, is my ultimate goal is to transition out of trucking.
Got you.
And, like, my ultimate goal is to be able to wake up with my kids. Like, I do okay financially with trucking. I'm able to provide a certain lifestyle, but it sucks when you can't live that lifestyle or be in every aspect of that lifestyle.
That's real.
So the ultimate goal is, man, I want to wake up with my kids, man. Like, what's up, Daddy? How you doing? Like, help me pick out this outfit. I love to have that. So I grind so hard because it's what I know. It's regular for me.
Right.
So, like, bro, I'm OCD when it comes to that, bro. I got to make sure it's right. I'm not putting out nothing that look crazy. In the beginning, I was putting out stuff that looked crazy.
It's always like that, though.
Yeah, when you learn and you understand, like, you want your product to be at a certain level, I'm going to keep doing it till it's right. Till I feel like, okay, this it. And I feel like I've just started to get to that level where it's like, it's all right. Like, I feel confident putting this out. This all right. Now I just need the people to see it.
And now you got your groove and your process for everything.
Yeah.
So that take the cake right there.
Yeah, man.
And obviously my last question is usually what's your motive? You kind of said it though.
Yeah.
But I know you reiterated for me, your motive is to transition to be able to be with your kids and your family. That's what it is?
I think for sure. But a motive we got together, bro, and we kind of hit on it, man, changing the algorithm.
Yes.
Not just on social media, but just Milwaukee, bro.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, you get pub now and you get, you know what I'm saying, press for just doing so much stuff that's just not cool.
Outlandish.
Yeah, man. And then, like, what you on now? My guy, Johnny B, he got a pod, Johnny B TV, what he on. It's a lot Q-Bar, what he on. Pushing positivity, man, giving flowers to people and just trying to big up Milwaukee. When you put out work like that need to be spread. So I feel like that's not just something one person is gonna change. It's gonna take the city. It's gonna take guys collabing. So that's when I came to you, man, I wanted to give you your props, let you know you a big dog in my eyes, and we go together, bro.
No, for sure. Likewise.
So, like, changing the algorithm for sure, man. It shouldn't just be, I'm gonna say something crazy and it's gonna get plenty clicks and views. Like, that's what it is, and I get it, but I ain't a fan of that.
Right.
So in terms of just what we do, if we can change the algorithm for sure, and then just in terms of, like, a personal thing, like giving my kids a fair one. Like, they mom and they dad worked hard to give them everything they needed. Now it's gonna get to a certain point when it's not on us no more.
Right,
we gave y'all
sure.
everything y'all needed. Now y'all gotta take the stuff we tried to teach y'all, go do something on your own. We're gonna be here for support, but just putting them in position right now so they straight.
So they can go fly.
For real, man. Being there for my wife, making sure she's straight. At the end of the day, yeah, lovey-dovey, all that, but that's my homie, that's my friend.
Right.
I'm rocking with my wife, man. That's my dog.
For
man.
sure.
So, like,
Shout out to the missus.
for real, being with her and just myself, just trying to be the best person on my end, man. It's a struggle every day, man. We fall,
Every day.
We have slips. But like knowing what's in you, man, knowing that Holy Spirit in you, man, and listening to that voice and just staying locked in and just trying to be the best you at the end of the day.
No, for
man.
sure.
So
I'm with you 100%.
Then my motives right there, bro.
That's your motive.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you, man, for pulling up and sharing all of that. Obviously, it's a lot. It's a lot we know that goes on in the city, and one thing I always appreciate when I can meet somebody that has a refreshing thought and perspective, especially in terms of like collaboration, in terms of trying to change the algorithm, as you say, right? Because so much negativity being spewed, and it's easy to fall into that, but it's just like, why would we have to do that? Why should we be doing that? Especially if we got these young children that's coming up behind, you know what I mean? And trying to pay it forward. So, shout out to Khalif, because he came on.
Shout out to another one too,
he came on and said collaboration over competition, and I'm willing to do that with any and everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And forget the fact that you reached out to me. I should have been reached out to you, and I feel bad about that.
That's
you know what I'm
good,
saying?
bro.
But I appreciate you for reaching out to me, and even being willing to come on, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's funny because like on some games, so we got Cut Talk, we got What's Your Motive, we got these camps, man, and we all who gonna be number one? Like, nah.
No, exactly.
Nah,
and I don't even want it to be like that.
That's silliness at the end of the day, man. We all brothers, man. We all from this city. We all want this city to do well, man. So let's work together to go up together, man.
Absolutely. Let's continue to collaborate for sure.
Yeah.
Man, that's my boy MP.
Yeah.
With What's Your Motive? Shout out him for Cut Talk. Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, right?
Yeah,
and all that stuff that they
you gotta say it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Check it out. This will be dropping soon. Peace.
Yes, sir.